G'day folks, of the internet. This is must see and subscribe to going here on YouTube, Bruzo Dragonius. Being here for the first ever time since, he knows, probably about roughly 4, probably a whole month, give or take. I know for sure that I made actually no, it would be about three weeks, 3 weeks. So, you're just wondering, why isn't there that much many videos that I've been, why the lack of the videos for the 3 weeks? Well, you probably would wonder, that sort of answer, that question. You see, I just wanted to be a bit frank with you, right? I know that I'm not the only content creator that is lacking in frequency of the content that I need to produce and all that kind of stuff, because I sort of feel that I not only need to satisfy each and every one of you that's supporting me right here and now, but the thing about it is that it's all to do with the algorithm on YouTube, because once that you become a content creator, and especially a YouTuber, the algorithm isn't really that forgiving. There may not be a deadline or the frequency to how frequent your videos will be out and all that kind of stuff. But however, there could be this kind of stage where with the algorithm, if you don't produce more content and all that kind of stuff, you end up disappearing to all obscurity and all that kind of stuff, And I know for sure that deep down inside, I sort of feel that there's some voice in my head that's just saying, well, Bruzo, what video are you going to do? What sort of content are you going to do? Just come up with something, damn you. Just come up with something. And it just gets right into my head. And I do understand that I need to satisfy my own audience. You guys, How would I ever be that hypocritical and say to the other YouTubers that I like, whether it's RL Furry Productions, whether it's Vicariru, whether it's Stormy, you name it. How can I ever tell them to say, oh, when's the next video coming up? When is the next video coming up? When is the next video coming up? Is it coming up soon? Is it coming up soon? Is it here now? But the thing about it is that how can I pressure them, if I do want to pressure them, how can I ever pressure them where I can't show my own example, And I do understand how people these days have, especially content creators, especially furries like myself, have things to do and have things that they like outside the furry fandom, and especially when it comes to YouTubers. I know for a fact that I don't know what's not motivating me, but I can't take that as an excuse. I got to get off my scaly ass and produce something, and that's what I really do feel. That's the reason why I can't tell other content creators to produce their own content, because it just comes down to a point that some of us content creators are down onto the stage of losing interest in making videos, you know, and maybe that I'm not the only one maybe that I'm not the one that's going to lose interest in making videos. Whereas that my problem is that I just don't know how to come up with decent topics that is more relatable. You know, I've covered almost every single thing about me in the furry fandom that needs to be addressed. You know, maybe I didn't, but I'm just completely out of ideas. And if it not meant, and if it isn't, you know, if not for the lack of ideas, then what is it? Well, the thing about me, apart from being a furry, is that I'm a soccer fan. You know, occasionally, I mean, as we speak, the FIFA World Cup is currently on, and all that kind of stuff, and I'm too focused on that. You know, I'm being patriotic. I'm just cheering for my own country team, the Socceroos. Even though that they, at this video had been filmed and that, we made it to the round of 36 on the knockout stage. It has been confirmed that we are versing Egypt on a Friday. And you probably would think, well, what does that have to do with the price of eggs? Like I said, I have other different interests and all that. I have different interests, you know. I may not be a YouTuber that makes soccer videos and all that kind of stuff, but at the same time, you know, I've got everything that's going in my own head to a point that I needed to just filter out the unimportant things. And sometimes your brain, my brain is like, to all of humanity, your brain is like a hard drive and all that kind of stuff, where, you know, like how you get some things in, so many things to do, and you just ended up putting in folders and all that kind of stuff, you know, as to what's important. Like, I know for sure that this video is very much unscripted and all that kind of stuff, you know. And not only that, but if it's not for the World Cup, I had other things to do. There's so many priorities that I had to do, whether it's car payments, whether it's, you know, figuring out something with the bugs. There's some issues with my car and all that kind of stuff. And sometimes I just sort of feel that I didn't have any time to make YouTube videos and all that kind of stuff. I didn't have the time. So that is the reason why where I'm making this video to discuss the future of my channel. And I know for sure that RL Furry Productions have the same sort of problem with me, you know, where he's got so much more commitments. Like with them, like he just ended up moved to the one place, and, you know, and also went to further and all that kind of stuff. But sometimes, as a content creator, I know for sure that I'm currently unemployed. So what the hell's my excuse to not make videos for you guys? I feel like that I'm letting myself down. And I'm feeling like that I'm letting each and every one of you down that's watching this. And the thing about it is that, yes, I'm not paid to make videos. I'm not paid to make content. Right? I don't know if I have a sponsorship deal or whatever yet. I don't have a Patreon. and maybe that I could open up a Patreon, but I don't know what you are into besides early access to my videos and your name mentioned. I don't know anymore, to be honest. I just sort of feel like I've just been blabbering on, and not to mention that, this video is basically a very spontaneous video in that, where I didn't even write a script or anything. So anyway, I'm just going to stop it off from there. So maybe you can just help me any, if you've got any ideas of what you want me to talk about, whether it's furry related, maybe, whether if it's something that's on the news or whether it's furry related or something like that, because I'm pretty much one of those furry equivalents. I do sometimes make videos on drama within the furry fandom and whatnot. So maybe you can just all help me out to see what ideas that you want me to produce, and all that kind of stuff. Also, if you enjoy me rambling on and all that kind of stuff, then I don't know, then consider showing me in the algorithm by pressing the like button, which is a thumbs up. If you do want to support me further, please don't hesitate but to press the subscribe button. So, would be grateful if you do. Also, if you wanted to know when my video comes up and be the first one to know, make sure that you press the bell icon. There are also ways to give me money and other social medias on the description down below. And if you want to friend me on PSN, my gamer tag is Bruzo21. Also, if you wanted to meet me in Tenry, you're there. So this is just a bit of a quick video and all that kind of stuff. Basically a 40-minute video, but I don't know what else. So as always, thank you for watching me blabbering on about what's going on. Maybe that you can, interesting things that you probably am planning on doing, or just give me some ideas, of what you wanted to hear. As always, this is the must-see and subscriber going here on YouTube, Bruzo Dragonius, saying thank you for watching. Thank you for at least staying here with me, and as always, may this guide you all, and bye for now.